طيب. Hello everyone, and we are done with the lesson of adding rational numbers, right? You did your homework. Right. Now let's just check our homework and let's revise what we did the last lesson. So, which page was? 195. Go there, please. Page 195. So we are on page 195. Today it's 26 September. And you did the homework, right? Let me see your homework, please. Good. Huh? You did it, but you forget the book. تأكد. Where are the steps, Yabni? The steps, where are they? ايش؟ علي لي صوت. علي صوت. وينها؟ عشان اشوفها. متأكد؟ اكيد. نشوف المرة الجاية. حليت بس نسيت. لازم حليت بس نسيت. انا حليت بس نسيت. نسيت شو اعمل؟ ايش اعمل يعني؟ متعب حالك. طيب check your answers with me tomorrow. Bring the steps. That question 1, we want the additive inverse, right? We have the answer should be negative half. The answer is half, right? This is the additive inverse. If you add the additive inverse with the number itself, the answer is always what? 0. خلاص? Half minus half, 0. Question 2, it is 0.25. The additive inverse is negative 0.25. Question 3, we have 9 over 10. The additive inverse, negative 9 over 10. Question 4, negative 0.4. The additive inverse is, just change the sign, right? Now, question 5, we have problem solving. Let's read it together. Quinn earned plus يعني مظبوط earned 24.50 dog sitting and 12.70 for recycling cans. So Quinn, she, I think is girl, right? She earned 24.50 dog and earned also a 12.70, both plus, right? طيب, for recycling cans. Find the total amount that earned he earned, and describe a situation in which Quinn ends the week with $0. So how much she earned, the total amount, we add the two amounts, right? So first step, we need to add the two amounts of money to know the total money she earned. Okay, so we have 24.50 plus what? 12.70 equals $37.20. So she earned this amount, 24.50 from dog sitting. Then she earned 12.70 from cans recycling, right? Now, this is the total money she earned, the plus, right? Now, describe a situation that Quinn ends the week with $0. So now he has how many? 37.20. We want 0. So he needs to lose this money. Let's say that Quinn bought a bicycle by 37. قديش بضل معها؟ 0, right? So let's say that Quinn gives his brother قد ايه؟ بس شو بضل معه؟ هو كان معه هيك واعطاهم لاخوه. بحب اخوه كثير. Plus 37.20, negative 37.20. The deal of it, how much? The total, the balance is 0. Okay. طيب. السلام. Okay, this is question 5. Now let's go to question 6 together. Question 6, we are on page 195. Rachel spent, huh? Plus ولا minus? Minus, خسرت, حش فلوس. Spent 3.89 on a magazine. خلاص؟ قديش دفعت على المجازين؟ 3.89. يا زلمه نزل هالدفتر. خلص بنزل. نزل الدفتر. رايحين جايين على هالدفتر يا اخي اعطيهم الدفتر. يلا. راتشل spent اسكت ولا قد ايه؟ $3.89 on a magazine and 4.86 on what? Smoothie. طيب, find the total amount she spent and describe a situation in which Rachel ends the day with $0. So here we have total money negative, right? Because she spent money. What is the total? We need to add these amounts, right? The total money she spent, how much? 3.89 plus 4.86. Sorry, this is 6 equal قد ايه؟ 8.75. So she spends how much? dollars. إذا هي قديش دفعت؟ ما بنقولش she spent minus. We can say spent or negative. يعني spent means what? Negative. We don't say both. We don't say she spent negative 8 point something. We can say, if we want the minus, we can say she has negative 8.75. Got it? So the word spent here means negative. You can put spent or you can put she has minus. The sign minus means what? She's spending. She's losing money, right? فهمنا هذه مهمة. طيب. Find the total amount. We found the total amount. Sample answer, Rachel fathers. Give me a situation. She lost this 8.75. She has minus 8.75. What's the situation that she has 0 at the end of the day? Let's say her father gives her صح? So here, let's say the situation, her father gives her قد ايه؟ So here minus, and here give أعطاها صارت plus. The same amount, the total money at the end of the day will be what? She was minus 8.75 plus 8.75. Now the total money is what? 0. This is 5 and 6. Now down 7 to 12, we have what? Calculations, right? Yeah. But question 7, the answer is 2 and 2 over 3. Question 8, it is negative 8 and half. Okay, you can say negative 8.5, it's the same. Question 9, 1 and 17 over 24. Question 10, 2 and 1 over 6. Question 11, negative 3 and 9 over 20. Or you can say negative 3.45. It's the same. Question 12, 4 and 13 over 30. Question 13, negative 0.05. Question 14, 5 only, plus. Done? Done. And in these calculations, we have two ideas. If you remember, if we have negative and mixed number, if you remember, we said we turn the mixed number to fraction without using the negative, then we give the negative for the numerator. Remember, this is important step. The second idea, if you have a fraction or mixed number with decimal, you have two ways. You can turn the decimal to fraction, then calculate, or the fraction to decimal, then calculate, right? في مشاكل. Which one? كم طالع معك؟ 4 point. طيب for نجم, let's do question 12. Sorry, 14, right? 12. Question 12. But this idea we talked about, question 12. I will continue down. Let's do question 12 together. We have 1 over 3 plus 4 point what? We have here a fraction and decimal. Let's turn the decimal to be what? Fraction. This 4.1, it is 4 and 1 over mixed number. 4 and 1 over 10, because we have one digit after the decimal, right? So let's turn this to let's turn it to what? Fraction. So 1 over 3, keep it. This 4 and 1 over what? Now turn the mixed number to what? I'm preparing the two numbers. This is 1 over 3 plus 10, 41 over what? Over 10. Now we have two different denominators. Can we add? No, we need to make them like denominators, right? So this is equal, multiply up and down by 10, multiply up and down by 3. Check, 30, the least common multiple. So this is equal 1 over 3 up and down by 10, 41 over 10 up and down by 3, right? Here we have 10 over 30, check mister, plus 41 by 3, 120, 123, right? 123 over 30. Now you can add 133 over what? This is equal, if you divide 133 over 30, make long division, it will be 40 and 13 over 30. صح؟ 4, sorry. بس أنا متحمس شوي. This is 4, huh? Done? Done? This is the question 12. Now done, we have two problem solving, 15 and 16. Yes. ماله? You have different, you have mistake. مش معقول أنا mistake يعني. أنت أكيد يعني. ها؟ أنت المستيك مش أنا. Let's do question 14 for Mr. وش اسمه؟ عمر. يلا يا عمر. Question 14, okay? Done 12 with the steps. طب question 14 with the steps also. Right. Yeah. شو بتعمل؟ تتفرج علي بس؟ متصور انا وياك؟ اكتب. وانت شو بتعمل انت؟ ها؟ كتبت الستبس ولا بس الفاينل انسر؟ انت منتاليتي بيرسون يعني انت بس اعطيني الكويشن انا بعطيك الفاينل انسر بدون ما تكتب. يلا اكتب. Question 14 we have negative 0.25 plus 3 and 1 over 6 plus 2 and 1 over 12. Done? Type. Here we have two mixed numbers and here we have decimal. Let's turn them all to what? To fractions. It's easier, right? So negative 0.25, it is 25 over what? 100. مش هيك؟ وهذا mixed number حول الفراكشن وهذا mixed number حول الفراكشن. Yeah. So this is equal 25 over 100 and the negative for mean لمين النيجاتيف؟ نعطيها لل 25. Ready, right? Done. This is important. Now turn this one to fraction. It will be plus 19 over 6. وهذا 25 over what? Over 12. مش هيك؟ صح؟ ركز معي. Now here we have 6 and 12. بيحبوا بعض ال 6 and the 12. They are friends, right? Let's do them together to make it easier for us. Or you can do the first fraction with the second and take the answer and do it with the third one. It's okay. But it is, we have, if you remember, distributive probability. We can do the second and the third and the answer with the first. So let's do this 6 and 12 here times 2 and here times. I'm doing this together. Done? This is equal negative 25 over 100 plus. Here we have 38 over 12. Here 25 over what? This is equal negative 25 over 100 plus 38 plus 25. متأكد 30 و 20 50 و 38 63 over what? Over 12, right? Done here. Now we have two fractions, not one fraction. The 12 and 100. We need to multiply. Up, down, okay? So here this is equal. Now, here you can simplify, by the way. This one, you can make it simplest form. Divide on 25, divide on 25. So, or you don't. عادي. But if you don't make simplest form, it will be big number. Bigger numbers, okay? So here, I want to simplify it because I'm lazy to multiply. مش جاي على بالي أعمل multiply. So here, 25 over 100, we can divide up and down by what? By 25. If you multiply here by 12, here by 12, here by 100, it will be big numbers. It will lead to the same answer. Done? But let's do it easier. So here I will divide up and down by what? 25. So this up will be negative 1, down will be what? 4. 100 divided by 25 is what? And this one, take it here, plus 63 over what? over 12. مش هيك؟ Now how the 4 becomes 12? Multiply by 3 here and by 3 here, right? So this will be multiplied by 3, multiplied by 3. Now negative 1 times 3 over 12 plus 63 over what? This is equal down, up we have negative 3 plus 63. Different signs, subtract with the bigger sign, right? It will be plus what? 60 divided by 12 is exactly 5. Done. Done. طيب. This is a question 14 للمستر اللي كان حاب يضيع بس عليه وقت هيك. Done. خلاص. فهمنا هذه الستيب ليش عملناها هيك؟ Equivalent fraction, okay? طيب. Let's go to the last two questions. 15. We have the answer 20.8, or you can say 20 and 4 over 5, it's the same. Question 16, we have 107 and 13 over 16 pounds. Okay. Done. Done. Now let's go directly where? To subtract rational numbers. We will start with this lesson today. You don't have homework. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will finish it. Okay. So directly, guys, after you check your homework, let's go to subtract rational number module for lesson what? 3. Subtract rational numbers. We are on page 197. Done. But we will use the same skills which we did in the add rational numbers. If we have negative x number, we take the negative by a side, turn it to fraction, give the negative for the numerator. If we have fraction with decimal, you can use one of the two ways. But usually we use how to turn the fraction to be, the decimal to fraction. Why? Because sometimes if you turn the fraction to decimal, sometimes it will be repeating decimal, right? Which is different way to add. So let's go directly to example 1. Where example 1? Example 1. See it? Yeah. Subtract rational numbers. Example 1. Page 198. The question said find what? Negative 3.27, negative 6.7. Yeah, remember? Here we have two negatives. We turn them to what? To positive. مش هيك؟ ركز معي لا تكتب. تبع البورد وافهم. طب here, do we need to turn them to fractions? No. When we turn, if we have a fraction and decimal together, we turn one to be the other. But if we have two fractions, we deal with the fractions. If we have two decimals, we deal with decimals, right? So here we have normal numbers, like numbers, both decimals, but we have two negatives. And if we have two signs followed by each other, we replace them with one sign, remember? So these two minus with minus, I'll replace them to plus. So this is equal negative 3.27 plus mean is 6.7. Now remember module 3, right? if we have different signs in subtraction and addition, what we do? We subtract and put the bigger sign. But let's subtract. I will go here by side to find the difference between the two numbers. I need to put up, I will forget the signs now. بطنشهم. Ignore the signs, okay? مين الأكبر 6.7 ولا 3.27؟ بحطه من فوق. ما هو subtraction, right? In column subtraction, up always the bigger number, okay? So here up I'll put 6 point. Down I'll put 3.20. Why I didn't take this negative with it? I forget the signs. Just take the two numbers to find the difference between them to apply the formula, subtract and put the bigger sign. Check. Yeah. So here we have empty place. What we add? And I need to make subtraction. 0 minus 7, normal subtraction, grade 4. 0 minus 7, it cannot. The 7 will be 6, the 0 will be 10, 10 minus 7 is 3, 6 minus 2, 4, the decimal comes down, and this is 3. So, subtract, I did. The answer is 3 point. What's the bigger sign? 3.27 or 6.7? What's the sign of the bigger? This is the answer. Done? Done? Huh? Done? Good boys. Right. This is example 1. We have check after. Let's do the check. Check after example 1. We have negative 4.2. ركز معي في هذا. Negative 4.2 minus mean 3.57. 3.57. طيب نركز في هذا شوي. Here, do we have two signs followed by each other like this one? No. انتبه يا وافي، انتبه على البورد حبيبي، انتبه عشان تفهم. Here we have similar signs, right? In adding and subtracting integers. Here we are adding and subtracting decimals, but we will do the same strategy. If we have similar signs in adding and subtracting, what we do? We add and put the same. So put the same sign. What's the sign of the answer will be? هاي نيجاتيف. حطها وتعال هون شو اعمل؟ على جنب شو حنعمل؟ We will add the two decimals, right? مش add and put the same sign. يلا. So here 4.2 plus مين؟ مش تحط minus. مش تحط minus. إذا بتحط minus my lovely students, add plus mean 3.57. And don't forget when we add and subtract decimals, the decimal over, don't forget that. Now in addition, not different what you put up, the bigger or the smaller, no difference. But in the subtraction, you need up to put the bigger. And here we have empty place, we have put it. Add normal 7 هذه 7 كمان 7 decimal comes down و7. So the answer is will be minus 7.77. Done? Done. We will stop here. We will stop here. And for the online students, tomorrow, inshallah, don't do the homework. Don't do the homework. Hi. And tomorrow, inshallah, we'll finish the lesson and you will do the homework. Okay. Thank you so much. And tomorrow again. Goodbye.